Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pwny, and in this video we're going to be going over pretty much a one-play ebook. It is the best play in Madden. It is the pro player's favorite choice. It is the hands down, it's probably the best play in the game. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and hit that noti bell so you guys never miss an upload. And if you guys got nothing to say, just comment FTA. Stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. So if you guys are struggling with anything in Madden, leave it down in the comment section. If you guys want to watch the action live, the Twitch link is also down there as well. I stream pretty much almost every day, and you guys can watch the action in real time. So in this video, we're going over the best play in Madden. And the best play in Madden is something that a lot of pro players are currently running, even in the MCS. It is coming out of the trips tight end flex formation. And of course, every single play that people call or run in the MCS is going to have, you know, they have their own full scheme out of it, but you will 100% win more games if you just add this play to your scheme. And you can only find this in 3 different playbooks. You can find it in, well, let me pull up the graphic one time for the one time. You can find it in the Lions, the Raiders, and the Eagles playbook. So a few tidbits about this play. It's the trips tight end flex formation, and the play is motion Y post. That's it. That's all you need to call is motion Y post. It doesn't matter the defense that your opponent is calling. The way that the play is ran, the only thing that you need to do is take the guy that is being motioned and put him on a slant. Now, the reason why this is such an important thing to do for this play specifically is because what it does, and yes, I'm bringing up the squigglies before I even call the play, it creates such amazing spacing that the opponent really has to pick and choose. It's if you can't guard one, you're not going to guard them both, on top of having the flat, right? So people are curious about why people leave this flat pattern out there, this bench route, this table route. Well, I'll explain. So spacing is everything when it comes to this game. So you have a flood concept going all the way up top, and you have a backward zig coming here. What this does here is it keeps any zone that would be guarding the flats, it brings this guy down here. So again, I'm gonna go over exactly why this play is such a good play. So say this guy is in a deep blue, right? And this guy is in a cloud flat. This guy immediately is gonna react to this guy on the zig while he's completely leaving that zone out. It's gonna allow for this post route to get over the top, and pretty much he's gonna either be wide open unless you go ahead and guard it yourself. But if you go guard that yourself, the spacing underneath ends up wide open, and that's what makes this play so good. So this route here is one of the main things about this play, because it opens up the middle of the field for this route here. So the user typically goes, if someone is running any type of trips tight end formation, any bunch tight end, whatever the case is, the user is going to go ahead and chase down to the running back a lot of the times, or he's going to stay towards the middle of the field. So what does the user do in this instance if you have a route that creates a levels concept, and then a route that's underneath it that you can't play man coverage on, and then a clear out route that's going towards the sideline? So if one of these guys that are on the sides here, if one of these guys here end up going out to guard the flats, well, this route is going to pretty much take all of their focus, which allows these 2 routes here, because they're going towards that right side as well, to end up being wide open. So when you're guarding this play, again, it's one of the hardest plays to guard. So this route right here and this route here, they work in tandem. They work perfectly together, because it creates this little concept where if they have their zone drop set to 0 to 5, they'll guard this, but they won't guard this. Okay, so that completely negates anything that a person is trying to guard here. And then after that, if you don't guard that, then this route here is open in the middle of the field. And then if you don't guard that, you have a man beating post route, and this beats man against everything pretty much. It destroys man coverage, especially if you have one of the best tight ends in the game. Kyle Pitts is one of them. The people's tight end, George Kittle, he's one of them as well. And this play just makes it very, very dynamic. So use this play, utilize it, and honestly, it doesn't even matter. As you can see, boom, he's open in the middle. Everything just ends up being open, and it doesn't matter where you call this play. You can call this play on first down, second down, third down, fourth down, in the red zone, in the end zone. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is put that one guy on a slant, and then all of a sudden, you're going to be able to sit there and throw your dots and throw your lasers at will, and there's nothing that your opponents can be able to do about it. And all you have to do is put a slant on this slot receiver. That is literally it. And you're gonna be dotting people up nonstop, left and right. And again, this is one of the main plays that mostly all pro players currently are running. So if you guys want to be ahead of the curve, and you're not even being ahead of the curve here, you're kind of just following the trend here. But it's so good, it's that good of a play that it's just gonna make your life 10 times a lot easier. Literally, it's just gonna make your life 10 times easier to be able to utilize this play, and just add it to your scheme. And you can, again, if the Lions playbook is a very good playbook, but as you can see, boom, man coverage gets destroyed. The slant beats man coverage. The backward zig beats man coverage. And if you take it up to the red zone, you're going to be able to score in the red zone as well. The only thing, if you guys are trying to run this in the red zone, is I'll keep the slant there, but instead of the post, I'll put this guy in a deep in route instead. That's probably the only thing that I would change, because you kind of want him to hit the back of the end zone there. But again, your options are limitless. Well, they're not really limitless, but there's just no way to fully stop every single route on the field unless your switch stick is godlike, unless your zone drops are godlike. And then all of a sudden, as soon as your opponent gets comfortable trying to stop this. So again, before I continue on, the slant, right? Oh my God, let me guard the slant with my user. And then you have a backward zig. There's no guarding it. And then if they are guarding the backward zig, if they have this guarded, well, guess what? The in route coming from the back of the end zone is going to end up ruining their life. And then if you guard all that, then go back to the slant, and the slant ends up open, and it just makes your opponent's life very, very difficult. So after all that's being said and done, and your opponent gets comfortable with stopping this play specifically, well, then you got verticals. This is probably one of the easiest schemes to run, because as soon as they start guarding anything that's underneath, then all of a sudden you have the seams that end up open. Now, granted, the seams are not open there because they're still, we're still playing a man coverage based defense right now. But again, if the seams end up open, and if you have a quarterback like Randall Cunningham or somebody with, gunslinger or anything like that, it's just gonna make. Please use it. I hate playing this. I hate playing this formation, but it is hands down one of the best plays in the game, because it's just so difficult to guard. And a lot of the times, and another thing, and this just reminded me, because most people on defense, they end up pressing their defense, right? So they end up pressing their defense, and in any trips formation, this outside cornerback, if they're manned up, it's either this outside cornerback or a safety that ends up manned up on the tight end, which results in this post route absolutely destroying it, because typically this cornerback ends up here, right? He ends up right here, which means that he has to fully catch up to the tight end if he's one of the people that ends up manned up on him. And again, it's just another reason why this play is so good. So please, if you guys want to win more games, hop in a play like this. I'll try to find more gems like this, because this is honestly pretty much like it's been ran by everybody in the community currently. So people will start learning how to adjust to it, how to stop it, and how to make it so that your offense needs a little bit of adjusting. But as you can see, man, there's just so many options open as I get cracked for a fumble there. But that's how we're gonna end the video, man. Hop in this play. It is one of the best in the game. So don't fall behind the meta. This is the meta right now. So please hop in the trips tight end flex and go crazy. My name is Pwny Montana. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.